Everybody, got my nephew Joe in here, and
It's a Saturday.
Hardest working guy in show business. You're going today to go play with Steve Lukather
And Ringo Starr and Colin Hay, Toto, be there.
Anybody?
Stone
Anybody
Temple.
would know? You know?
Yeah, you know.
A little bit.
Guy from the Beatles, you know.
Pretty much. My era.
Anyway, you should start, especially with these videos, with me on Saturdays, hashtag expensive Saturdays, because today is no different.
That's
Very
true.
expensive Saturday.
It's a discounted.
It's a discounted rate, but it's still hashtag expensive Saturdays. I still owe you for the broadcaster, by the way.
I know.
You're going to send the Moose and Rocco after me. I'm getting
The
deeper. See,
guys
this
are
is the problem.
coming.
You get deeper in the hole, you know, and then
So
I'll
I'm
be
like a
sweeping
drug
the floors
dealer.
here.
Yeah. Listen, the way I see it, I'm selling weapons of peace and love.
Exactly. Like this Firebird. What is this?
This is a 63 or 4 Firebird III.
Yeah.
Nickel parts in SG red, which I've had this in my warehouse probably 35 years. It's one that I've been holding, and you know, when it winds up with Joe, I always feel like it's staying in the family.
It's a warehouse transference. Your
Absolutely.
warehouse to mine.
There you go.
See how it's been doing this for a couple of years
The
now.
warehouse companies love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I should just get a locker next to yours, and we'll just
That's true.
trade crepes.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. And we can have like a thing where you donate blood to Norm's Rare Guitar.
Exactly. I'm going to have to at this rate. So,
Thank you, Joe. Can we hear a little bit of what this
well,
thing-
yeah, these things are pretty cool.
Let's
I
go
like
through
fire.
this cool Rivera.
I'm glad you're working with Paul. He's so
He's
cool
the best.
and a legend, man.
Do you know Paul yet?
I've met him a couple of times, but the Super Champ is
Oh,
like a
man.
legendary amp.
I want to
Yeah.
And this new 110 that he's doing, they're so small, so tight, and loud, and sound great. Great tone, and a lot of extra effects that the Super Champ didn't have at the time.
No, I mean it's great. This thing sounds good.
It's a beautiful example, but it's functional art.
It is
This thing
functional
really
art.
functions.
I can justify any purchase with that. There you go.
If you get a chance to see Joe Bonamassa playing anywhere, you're seeing the best of the best. No, I'm saying it. You know, you're not saying it. The best of the best at the peak of his career right now. I don't know if he could get much better, but I'm telling you, I saw you at the Hollywood Bowl with the orchestra. I mean, I was kind of, you know, I wasn't sure what you were going to do with the orchestra because, like, on a 3-chord shuffle, that probably.
It's-
But you were doing a lot of stuff that had a lot of voicings and a lot of.
Yeah.
You know that. You know, the orchestration was fantastic.
We worked hard. There
Beck's
was
dad.
Beck's dad, David Campbell, did the orchestrations on a bunch of stuff. Trevor Rabin did some. Jeff Bova did some of the orchestrations. David Campbell conducted. And the biggest challenge of the whole Hollywood Bowl thing was getting us loud guitar players off the stage. Josh and I had to have our rigs like in Orange County.
How many rehearsals did you have to do
One.
with them? One? Really?
We got one rehearsal.
Well, that's why you
One
know,
rehearsal and a sound check.
Legitimate musicians act. They read music. You know, if you put 75 guys up there
Yeah.
and just said, "Here, figure out what to play," Dixieland.
Yeah.
It could have been very trouble.
And you have to stick to the bars. And like, it's very bar specific. You can't just like, oh, I'll take another chorus. It's like it's not going to happen. The orchestra will crash into a brick wall happily if you
Well,
choose to lead them in that
There
direction.
were no accidents. It was really well thought out, and I was blown away. And it was like everywhere I walked, you know, it was all guitar players.
It's all guitar players.
And people were coming up to us because they know that I'm tight with you and we're like family. And it was really a party, and it was like old home week for guitar players.
Yeah, I mean, 20 in the scope of 20 years, I go from drawing 5 people to 10,000. So not bad. Not bad for a blues kid with a red Firebird.
There you go, from New York,
That's right. That's right.
Joe Bonamassa. In my opinion, don't the greatest along, maybe the greatest ever. What you do, rock for rock blues, I don't think anybody can carry your case. Seriously, but I mean, you know, and I'm not blowing smoke. I mean, I really do believe that. You know, everything with music is very subjective and stylistically, people like one thing or like the other. But I don't think you could deny the quality of what's going on and the musicianship.
There's so many great players now. I mean, we're really in a renaissance of playing. You know, it's much better than back when I was a kid. You know, like
Well,
there's
now
more
on
of
the
them.
internet, there's so much
You
out
look
there.
at the stores. Everybody's all these young people.
You know, I'm feeling really old these days. I went into the drugstore to fill a prescription that I needed for my condition, and there were two old guys standing in front of me, and when you have to say their date of birth. When they said it, I went, well, he's got to be a lot older than me. I was 4 years older than one guy, 3 years older than the other guy. It didn't make me feel too good.
But you're still in mint condition.
Not mint condition, but
All right, mint minus. You're mint minus.
all right.
Player grade.
No broken head socks.
definitely
Everything's
player
good, man. It's all tight. Yeah.
Thank you, Joe. I love
Thanks.
you, man.
Love you too,
Thank
Lauren.
you so much.